Okay, so we are coming to the implementation level of the activity called as emotion relay or relay of emotions. There are two teams. In one team, Dakshin Siddharth, Advaita, Dhyanesh and Sanjay Rehan, and another team, Akshit, Tarun, Sanjay and Saran, and I was helping them out. So you have got your own story and we have got our story, the story of four scientists that can connect three different worlds. I would like to repeat, we have the story called as, right, four scientists, right? The story of four scientists who could connect between the three worlds. So how do you want? You want us to speak or you want your team to speak? Dakshin, Advaita, what do you think? Yeah, once again, the speaker is off, so they will not be able to hear you. You should repeat your question, Dakshin, come on. Yeah. He's not covering it? It's okay, it's okay. So he's asking if we would like to go first. What do you say? So your friends are saying you can go first. Okay, then all right, then our team will eagerly listen to your story, and when Dhyanesh and Sanjay Rehan have to speak, let them come and speak standing here so that the mic coverage will be proper, and they have the right of narrating the story. Listen to it very carefully, note down. If you are not able to get the points, you can ask the four people to repeat the points. Okay, right. When Dakshin and Advaita are speaking, you got to listen to the speaker properly. When Sanjay and Dhyanesh are speaking, they will speak from here, so it is ease of access for you. No, if you want to speak, the mic is here. So whatever you want to ask Dakshin and Advaita, I'll give the mic, you can ask. அவங்க பேசுறது அந்த ஸ்பீக்கர் வந்து கிளியராக இருக்கும். ஃபேன் சவுண்ட் கம்மி பண்ணிடலாம், ஸ்பீக்கரை அதிகம் பண்ணிடலாம். கொஞ்ச நேரத்துக்கு கொஞ்சம் ஹீட்டை பொறுத்துக்கோங்க. Okay, all right. So Dakshin, the boys are going to listen to you. Be a little bit slow because there is a challenge of communication not being properly understood. Even I am also speaking in a very, very simple English to the boys. So manage accordingly. Who is starting, Dakshin? Sanjay is starting. Come, Sanjay. Okay, I will have to adjust a few things. Put it in your pocket.
So it's for audible for us or there?
No, it should be audible for them and it should be. This is for that camera and this is for your friends in the audience. I'll reduce the fan speed for some time.
Sir, off.
No, off. Over heater.
Yes, sir.
This is over. 5 minutes, but 2 are nothing. Come on, Sanjay, you can start.
Good morning to all present here. We prepare a story. Our team members are myself, Advaita, Dakshinanna and Dhyanesh Lingam. Now I will start the story. First, the four best friends are enter into an immortal magical world. They are seeing many new things which are not can't imaginable by a human. New magic powers they are seeing. After that, they are searching for how they can escape from this world. There is a good devil and a bad devil living in that magical world. Totally 2 kingdoms. They are fighting for the who is best. Freeze. Now they could continue.
Nice. Okay. Thank you. It was a very good platform set by Sanjay Rehan and who's next?
Dakshin.
Dakshin. Okay, then I'll have to switch on the speaker. 1 second, Dakshin. Wait. Okay, you're going to speak at the bottom. Other boys, Akshit, Tarun, Sanjay, Saran. 4 people. விசித்திரமான விஷயங்களை பார்க்குறாங்க. and they have introduced two analogy. One is the good devil and the bad devil. இது வரைக்கும் சஞ்சய் சொன்னது அதுதான். Now further listen to Dakshin. இந்த ஆக்டிவிட்டி நான் உங்களுக்கு டிசைன் பண்ணதுக்கு மெயின் காரணமே listening is power. Okay, so communication அப்படிங்கிறது ஒழுங்கா ஒரு டே listen properly. சரியா ரிலேட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். So Dakshin, you can carry on.
Yes, sir. So I like to continue where I left off. Basically, there are two kingdoms that are fighting against each other, and one of those kingdoms there lives a mother and a son. So basically, growing up, the son is a very peace-loving kid. No, he doesn't get into fights with anybody, and he does not want to be involved in other people's problems. So he tries to stay away from problems as much as he could. But then his mother was she was very patriotic, and she looked at all the other young men fighting in the war. So she wanted her son to be a part of that as well. So though the son doesn't really want to fight, she somehow forces her son to go fight in the war. So the four people who entered back to the world, they watched all this happen. The son enters the war, and every 2 months he sends her a report of what has been happening in the war, and he mentions in the report that he won a lot of medals and accolades for his contributions to the army, and that makes his mother so happy, and she always goes to talk to the neighbors and relatives that her son is doing good places and doing great stuff. So one fine day, what happens is it's time for the son to return home. So he again
You got it now?
Excuse me, sir.
I got a doubt, Dakshin. Could you please repeat the whole process of this guy going to the war? We were given to understand that it's a son and a mother, and the son is a very peace-loving son, and the mother is a little bit over-ambitious and a little bit fugitive and all that. How did this son end up going to the war? Okay, now I got it. And post going to the war, he keeps sending this report as a routine, right? So he keeps on sending the report. Yeah. Can you continue from that part, please? If you don't mind. Okay, go ahead.
As his mom instructed, he used to send a report of what happened in the war. And he sent her a list of all the medals and accolades he won every month for his service. And then what happened was, one fine day it was time for her son to return home. And though she was not as excited to see her son, she was sure excited to see all the medals that he had won. So she goes to talk to the neighbors that the son is finally coming back from war, and she finally believes that it's time for the society to respect their family. So she goes to the railway station to pick them up. But to her surprise, she didn't see her son anywhere. And finally, after hours of waiting, she saw that the son was the last person to get out of the gate. She immediately goes, and as she gets closer to him, she just turns her face away because his son's face was almost blown up. He was injured and he was blinded. One of his arms was cut off, and there was a metal arm taking its place. She was in a shock. She had never seen a son like that. But the son grabs her arms.
Freeze. Dakshin, if you could give me some 2 minutes, I will comprehend all the things that you have mentioned in a simple form to the 4 boys. Don't mind? Yeah. The Dakshin said the story of the அதாவது ஒரு அம்மா ஒரு பையனுக்கு வந்துட்டு ரொம்ப அமைதியாக தான் இருக்கணும்னு ஆசை. பட் அம்மா வந்துட்டு ஒரு போர் வீரனை மாதிரி ஷீ இஸ் ஆல்வேஸ் வெரி பேஷனேட் டு ஒர்க் ஃபார் இந்தியன் ஆர்மி. பையன் அடிச்சிடலாம் இங்கே இருந்தாங்க ஆர்மியில் அடிச்சிடலாம். ஆர்மியில் போய் பையன் என்ன பண்ணுறான், அவன் பண்ணுற ஆக்டிவிட்டீஸ் எல்லாம் ரிப்போர்ட் அடிச்சிருக்கான், அதை எல்லாம் அடிச்சிருக்கான். ஸோ இந்தியன் ஆர்மி ஆல்வேஸ் போஸ்டல் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் தனியான ஒரு ரிசீவிங் செக்ஷன் வச்சுருப்பாங்க. இந்தியன் ஆர்மியோடைய பேரண்ட்ஸ் அந்த மாதிரி உங்களுடைய ஸ்டோரியில் இருக்கிற அந்த பையன் வந்து அவர் ப்ரோட்டோகானிஸ்ட் என்ன கதையில் இருக்கிற மெயின் கேரக்டர். So protagonist sends the letters to the mom. Okay. அதுக்கப்புறம் மெடல் தான் அனுப்புறான். நமக்கு அப்போ ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம், பையன் ரொம்ப பிரேவான ஒரு ஆள் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. And then time comes that he visits. வரான் பையன் ரயில்வே ஸ்டேஷனில் வரான். வந்து நிற்கும் போது அவங்க அப்பா வந்து ஒரு இடத்துல அப்படியே டாக்டர் நினைக்கிறாங்க, மை சன் இஸ் கமிங் ஃப்ரம் தி இந்தியன் ஆர்மி, ஐம் கோயிங் டு சீ ஹிம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி ஷீ இஸ் வெரி ப்ரவுட். ஆனால் ரயில்வே ஸ்டேஷனில் போய் பார்க்கும்போது பார்த்தா ஒரு கை வெட்டப்பட்டிருக்கு, முகத்தில் பயங்கரமான ஒரு காயம் ஏற்பட்டிருக்கு, அவங்க ஒரு கண்ணு தெரியாமல் இருந்திருக்கு, கம்ப்ளீட்டாக பையன் பாதி பையனாக இருக்கு. ஆக்சுவலாக எந்த எக்ஸ்டென்ட்டுக்குன்னா அந்த அம்மா போக போக அப்படியே ஒரு பையனை பார்த்துட்டு ஓ அப்படின்ட்டு இப்படிலாம் போயிடுறாங்க. அவங்க பையனே அவங்க ஞாபகம் அடையாளமே கண்டுபிடிக்க முடியாது. அப்படி அந்த பையனை அந்த அம்மா பார்க்குறாங்க. இது வரைக்கும் தான் ஸ்டோரியை சொல்லி முடிச்சிருக்காரு தர்ஷன். நான் சொன்னது அர்த்தம் அதோட புரிஞ்சுக்க முடிஞ்சுதான். கொஞ்சம் எக்கோ இருக்கிறதுனால சரி, அதுதான் இப்போ காம்பன் ரூம் பெரிய ரூமுங்கிறனால எக்கோ இருக்கும் கண்டிப்பாக. ஸோ டோன்ட் வரி, இந்த மாதிரி ஆக்டிவிட்டியில் யார் என்ன சொல்கிறாங்களோ அந்த மாதிரி யூ அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் யூ ஸோ ஸ்டோரியை கண்டினியூ பண்ண சொல்லணும். இன்னும் வந்து தக்ஷன் முடிக்கணும். டூ டேபிள்ஸ் அது ஒரு தனியாக மைண்டில் வச்சுக்கோங்க. ஓகே ரைட். கடைசியில் அவங்களே அந்த 2 டேபிள்ஸை பற்றி சொல்லுவாங்க. நம்ம தான் இந்த ஸ்டோரிக்கு கன்க்ளூஷன் கொடுக்கணும். ஓகே. இன்னும் தக்ஷன் சொல்ல வேண்டிய பாட்டு இருக்குது, தியானேஷ் சொல்ல வேண்டிய பாட்டு இருக்குது, அத்வைதா சொல்ல வேண்டிய பாட்டு. ஃபுல்லாக கவனிங்க. இடையில உங்களுக்கு புரியலன்னா எக்ஸ்பிளைன். ஓகே. திஸ் இஸ் த லேர்னிங். தக்ஷன் you can continue now.
So, like I said, all this happens, and the son finally grabs his mother's hands and puts down all the medals on her
Feet.
palm, and he walks away. Advaita will take it first.
After he walks away, all his friends gather around him to take him to the hospital to cure his problems. When they met the doctor said that he will be passed away in 24 hours. And then this message is passed to his mother. And then his mother cries out, going to the midfield. And then she realized her mistakes, whatever she had done. She never cared about his son, but only about his medals. And now she realized all her mistakes and cried out. Janish.
Good job, Darshan and Advaita. It's a very nice moving story thus far. Now let's continue to Janish. Speak freely. Come on.
After she was crying, she went to the battlefield, which is the war between good devils and bad devils. And she was shouting loudly that because of this war my son died. Because of my bitwitch thoughts of medals, my son died. Because of winning this battle, many of the people are dying. So many of the moms and our family are getting so sad because of this. So please stop this war and be peaceful. And then she cried out.
I see. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Danish. Well done.
So,
Okay. What else have we got for us? This is the conclusion, or you want us to give the conclusion?
You should want to give the
Conclusion.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you spoke about the 4 demons and devils. Could you please repeat that again?
Sir.
Be seated, be seated. Yeah.
So most of the four guys are entered into a remote magical world. They are seeing many new things that can't imagine by a human. They saw two devils. One is good devil, another one is bad devil. They both are fighting. Who is the best? That's also.
They are seeing that fight also in the upper region.
No, sir. After that only the fight is going on. The war.
That part I am not clear. Like these 4 people are seeing the good devil and bad devil fighting each other. That's what
Yes,
it is.
yes.
அதுக்கப்புறம் we come to this mother and son story. அதுக்கப்புறம் அடுத்த sequence.
Yes, sir.
இல்லையா?
Yes, sir.
So you want us to connect these two.
Yes, sir.
அந்த டெவில் வேர்ல்டில் நடக்கிறதும் இந்த அம்மா அழுது முடிச்சதையும் கனெக்ட் பண்ண சொல்லி சொல்லுங்க.
Correct.
ஓகே, ரைட். That's pretty interesting. புரிஞ்சுதா ஸ்டோரி? ஸோ உங்கள் கன்க்ளூஷன் அப்படிங்கிறது இதில் என்ன? ஸ்டோரி ஆரம்பிச்சு யூ சி திஸ் இஸ் கால்ட் அஸ் த டைகோட்டமஸ் லெவல் ஆஃப் 12:30 questions. If it is auto 12:30. ரெண்டு விஷயத்தை இங்கே நம்ம கனெக்ட் பண்ணி பேசணும். அம்மா பையனை இழந்துட்டாங்க. She has lost her son and she says no more. இனி யாரும் நிறுத்திக்கு பையனை அனுப்பாதீங்கிற லெவலுக்கு பெருக்தியாக இருக்காங்க. ஓகே ரைட். ஸோ அப்படி அழுது முடிக்கிறாங்க. ஆனால் ஸ்டோரியோட ஆரம்பத்தில் ஒரு 4 ஹியூமன் பீயிங்ஸே அல்ல டீமன்ஸ் அவங்க வந்துட்டு ஒரு குட் டெவில் அண்ட் பேட் டெவில் சண்டை போடுறத பார்த்துட்டு இருக்காங்க. அதையும் இதையும் கனெக்ட் பண்ணி ஒரு கன்க்ளூஷன் கொடுக்க சொல்கிறாங்க. ஸோ வாட் இஸ் யுவர் மைண்ட் திங்கிங்? Did Darshana Advaita speak anything? Okay, let us see the conclusion. உனக்கு ஏதாவது கன்க்ளூஷன் சொல்லுதா?
Good devil says for not to send her son for military, sir. But bad devil says send his son to military.
Okay, alright. Think. Do you have anything to say? You are thinking of me. Okay. Let the boys think.
Sir,
Sorry. Good.
sir, the social message is peaceful want to be in this world.
Social message. அதான் அது தியானிச்சு சொல்லிட்டாங்க. எல்லாரும் பீஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கணும். பட் அது இருந்தாலும் அதுக்கப்புறம் இருக்கிற கன்ஃபியூஷன்.
Sir, that is our model. Our model is the
Your model is that one.
going peaceful.
Yeah.
You can say your own model.
அதான் எக்ஸைஸ். அவங்களுடைய மாடல் சொல்லிட்டாங்க. ஆப்போசிட் டீம் வந்து ஆப்போசிட் டீமுடைய மாடல் சொல்லுங்க. Okay, couple of the team members are thinking, and I would like to say the best I have gathered from it. You see, basically I won't call the mother as a cunning mother or an evil mother. There are two things about the mother. One, she wanted her son to bring up some laurels to the family. And the best way to do that is by serving the nation, by entering into the Indian Army. So she wanted that to happen. So basically, she's a patriotic woman. And I don't blame that patriotism. And two things. The second thing is, yes, the mother was also egoistically driven. Like she wanted that attention towards her son, towards the family, towards her. And she wanted everybody to consider her as a godmother, as a hero in herself. So that was ego driven and this was patriotism driven. So both together. And I would like to connect this metaphor to the good devil and bad devil upstairs, which Sanjay Rehan initiated in the story. The good devil and bad devil fight can be connected towards the ego driven mechanism of the woman and the patriotism driven mechanism of the woman. Patriotism driven mechanism is the good devil and the ego driven is the bad devil. In my opinion, my synthesis of thinking. Patriotism driven person, if she has been a patriotism driven person, she could have taken this demise of her son as a matter of pride because the son has contributed his life towards the country. But as Dhyanesh finished the story, she should not have gone and announced to the entire world that you have to live in peace and don't send sons and daughters to the Indian Army. No. That should not have been the practice. So the lady is a little confused. Good thing about her is patriotic driven mechanism. Bad thing about her is the kind of attention seeking mentality that she had. So the model is every Indian citizen is an ununiformed cop. Every Indian citizen is an ununiformed military officer. We're all having this military mantle, this defense service mantle. Well, if we all are taken to the SSB, Service Selection Board interview, 90% of us will be really declared as soldiers, barring the inability of our physical abilities. So, the message that I take from this is, If you're a father, you're all going to be future father and future mother. If you're a father in the future, and if you like your son or daughter to serve for the country, be only an patriotism-driven person, not attention-seeking driven person. There are almost about 885 families which lost the soldiers in the Kargil, and those 885 families, way back in 2004, and today we are speaking in 2023. After 19 years, still those 883 families are unsung heroes. They have never looked for any sort of attention. They never tapped their own chest stating that my son fought for Kargil, my son fought for India. No. Some of the people received Paramveer Chakra, some of the people received a bronze medal, some of the people received the Indian flag being folded and given along with the cap that their son put on their head. And those people are contented with it. And some people might be 95 years old right now. They might be in the 70s, 30 years back, but right now they are in the 90s. Some people have left this world, but they all left with pride. So, when you decide to put your son for the Indian National Service, exclusively for defense, you should not be an attention-seeking person. You should only be a contribution-seeking person. That's a conclusion I would like to give, and that's a moral I would like to give. இப்போ இதில் உங்களுக்கு ஏதாவது புரிஞ்சு நான் சொல்கிறதில்ல அங்கே இருக்க ஏதாவது தெரிஞ்சு உங்களுடைய லாங்குவேஜில் சொல்லணும்னு யூஸ் பண்ணலாம் சொல்லுங்கள் திங்கிங் சரி திங்க் பண்ணுங்கள் அதுக்குள்ளே அவங்க என்ன சொல்ல வந்தாங்க நான் என்ன சொன்னதுக்கும் அவங்க சொன்னதுக்கும் என்ன இருக்குன்ட்டு அவங்களுக்கே கன்ஃபியூஷன் கேட்கணும் ஆனால் நீ பேசணும் வெளியே பேசணும் ஓகே யா Darshan or Advaita, any of the points? And did you like our team's conclusion?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And we have one conclusion as well, sir.
Tell us.
So basically, after a war between two countries is a war between two governments. So the innocent people are the ones who are the most affected. So just because some politicians want their ego to be satisfied, they send people who are not interested in war to fight each other. So even Muhammad Ali refused to go to Vietnam War when he was forced to go there. And then when some government officials asked him the reason for not going to war, he said that a Vietnamese person has never called me, and then he uses a racist word. A Vietnamese person has never called me that, but the people in my own country, they call me this word. So why should I fight someone who I don't have problems with? So not all wars can contribute to victory. So some wars satisfy the selfish needs of individuals. So common people should not be involved in those kind of wars. That was our conclusion.
That was a fantastic conclusion, and I really appreciate the example that you have given about Muhammad Ali. I really appreciate that. Fantastic. Any other points? Advaita, would you like to give a finishing remark or something before we go on to the next step? Okay, right. Ganesh, would you like to finish conclusion? Any conclusion?
Your conclusion is
Sorry?
Your conclusion is
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for the appreciation. Okay, now, shall we say our story? Alright, so we would like to say our story. Story narrated by Mr. Akshit, Mr. Tarun, Mr. Sanjay, and Mr. Sharan. And I am only a spokesperson, and I am just a royal mouthpiece of the team here. So first of all, I would like to get the crux from the people, and then I will consolidate the story, and I would like to explain to all the four of you. First, say the names of the scientists, the four scientists. Come here. நீ என்னடா அப்படின்னு கேள்வி சரி வெயிட் பண்ண
Good morning to all. My name is Ajit. I am from class 10. So I am going to say the story of the four scientists named Gokul, Saran, Prakash, Raghu.
Yeah. Thank you for introducing. And one more thing I want you to introduce. The liquid's name?
The liquid's name was Vita Volk.
Vita?
Volk.
Vita cold.
Vita Volk.
Vita?
Volk.
No, you said different. Wind cold. You said wind cold. Yeah, please understand, and the scientists today names are 4 scientists, and you should understand the name of this liquid. The liquid's name is wind cold. Yeah. Yes.
Good morning everyone, I am Tarun. My teammates are Akshit, Saran and Sanjay. Today we are narrating a story. Please listen. In the year 2300, we are more developed, we have more weapons and nuclear weapons, etc. In that time, persons from other planets came in our country, India. So we need to. They come to take the Vincolda. We need to protect the Vincolda made by the 4 scientists. They came in India and put a granite like smoke. It has happened in New Delhi. It gives more smoke and all the persons in the world have fainted. After some time they born in a UFO called the unidentified flying object. It is a super fast vehicle also. Like that way, we are the world has combined together and deciding one idea to all countries. Prime Minister are deciding that what we want to do. One time in the underworld, Earth's underworld people are in need. Our Earth persons gives water and food to them. Now we are asking the help for underworld people. One time again the UFOs all came and they talk. Their language is not understanding for us and our language is not understanding for us. So we are asked help from the underworld people. Thank you. Next, Saran will continue.
Good job. Very well done. I will be explaining your story one more time for everybody. But you learning the best from you also. Right?
They are trying to hack Vincolda and they are trying to go to wrong place.
Hack the Vincolda. Right? Thank you. Now, this one story will give conclusions from that. Okay, so we want you to give conclusion for our story. We want to give conclusion for our story.
Sir, after the quiz we can say
Our conclusion. I will give it. Definitely, it's my responsibility. Whatever you have heard from the boys here is done for their purpose. As a trainer, I wanted them to learn and I wanted them to make some form of presentation. But nothing to worry. I'll say the crux of the story one more time for everybody's understanding. As our team member Tarun mentioned, the year is 2300 and you can imagine all the walks of improvement that could have possibly happened in 2300. And the 4 scientists, as our teammate Akshit mentioned, they have been spending a lot of time along with the research department and the biomedical research, the Neuroscience Academy of India, which is located in New Delhi. All those people helped these 4 scientists. You see, they come up with a kind of a mineral water kind of a substance, and that is called as Vincolda, WIN/COLDAA with an infinity mark onto the top of the alphabet A, Vincolda. You see, this Vincolda has been invented by these 4 scientists who are basically college friends. Like they were friends from the age group of you, that is Sanjay, Dakshin, Dhyanesh and Advaita. They were school friends, they were college friends, and they were research department friends, and now they are co-scientists to each other. They invent this particular water for 3 reasons. Reason number 1, pandemics, epidemics, all those things are striking the world, and they wanted people to survive. So when you drink this Vincolda, you will be out of the disease. And point number 2, when you drink this Vincolda, here's the catch. You can live for how many years? 200 years.
More than 2.
You can live for 200 years. Well, barring everything, you can even say that you can call yourself as an immortal person. So that's the second benefit. And the third benefit is, this is what our teammate Tarun mentioned, you can travel to the 3 different worlds. If you would like to travel to the space, yes, you can. Call it an aggressive science fiction creativity. You can jump into the ocean without the oxygen aid, you can swim. More like a serum for a Captain America kind of a person. So you can fly, you can get into the parallel universe, and you can become a superpower. But the 4 scientists have limited this. They have limited this, and they are thinking of giving only to some 100 or 200 individuals, hand chosen by the 4 scientists themselves. And they have decided a criteria. The topper in the IIT, the topper in the IIM, the topper in all the states universities, the person who is given for Bharat Ratna nomination, the person who is given for Padma Vibhushan, Padma Shri nomination, இவங்களுக்கு மட்டும்தான் அந்த வின்கோல்டா அவைலபிள். இந்த சயின்டிஸ்ட் பேட்டன் ரைட் வாங்கி வச்சுருக்காங்க. அப்துல் கலாம் தான் இல்லையா? இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு 100 பேரை ஹேண்ட் பிக் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. As my teammate Mr. Sai Sharan mentioned, in comes a mercenary group which is trying to hack the Vincolda neural scheme of formulae, and they want to make the Vincolda available for terrorism units and anti-social units. So the hacking பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க. Only 100 bottles of Vincolda that was available is now going to be hacked, and it's going to be made in multi-million numbers. How are you going to save this Vincolda being hacked, and how are you going to protect the world? What's the conclusion of the story? Given to the superheroes, Dakshin Siddharth, Advaita, Dhyanesh Lingam and Sanjay Ray. This is our story. Give the conclusion. If you got any questions, you can ask. Yeah, relay of emotions. And I would like to say what are all the emotions blended in the story. Emotion of the hard work being looted for the 4 scientists. Emotion of fear that Vincolda is going into the wrong hands. Emotion of the yearning feel that the 4 scientists have that it is hacked by the technology. And the technology inventors are also holding the emotion that we should not have raised the technology to this level because it is jeopardizing the good invention. So many emotions are involved. So Dakshin, Advaita, do you have any questions on this? Yeah, what's the question? Yes. Vincolda, Colda. The process of hacking happened in the research department of these 4 scientists, and somebody from Russia and somebody from Germany have joined hands together, and they stole the formulae from the research laboratory of the 4 scientists, and they have got the model, the viral model of it. The vial which is used for preparing this serum has been recreated in quantum of numbers by using a separate formula. Thanks to Russia and Germany, and some of the Indian people were also into this corruption. That's how it has been hacked. Stolen. They don't have any sort of bottles remaining. First of all, the 100 bottles were stolen, and out of the 100 bottles, they have created 5,000 bottles new. So the scientists have nothing other than the memory of creating 100 bottles of Vincolda. No specimens, well, call it the outlandish mistakes done by the 4 scientists. they were so overconfident and they did not have the specimen. Yes, of course, cases were filed against them for being so careless. That's a problem. So what can be done? Mind you, this is only the idea of the 4 members. 4 scientist idea was by Akshit, and parallel worlds, 3 உலகங்கள் அப்படிங்கிற idea was by Tarun. Hacking was the idea of Sai Saran. And asking single question 10 times was the idea of Sai Sanjay. Yeah, jokes apart. Ready with any conclusion? Dhyanesh, Sanjay, Advaita, Dakshin. Yeah, I'll hand over the device to them. You can have a team talk, quick team talk. For the class finish, we have only 10 minutes. Okay? Yeah, Dakshin wants to speak to you. நீங்கள் அங்கேயே உட்காந்துக்கோங்க, ஃபோனை மட்டும் யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. உங்கள்கிட்ட கன்ஃபியூஷன் இருக்கா?